Well, let's see if Toney can give Bill Miller that right hand down the pipe he's looking for.
They told Toney to give a left hook, and he went out there and missed with it.
Come on, work out of
Good short left inside by Toney.
Good right hand by Griffin that time.
Get him out of there. Get those arms out. You can work out of there. Come on.
Griffin cannot throw his left jab at the same time as Toney's. He's got to find a rhythm that he beats him to the jab and not jab along with him.
Get him out. Get him out.
I don't know how much Toney's punches hurt, but Griffin's trunks are beginning to unravel, sequin by thread by sequin.
So you're saying that James is knocking the sequins off of him?
He sure is at the moment.
Well, that helps to set up the narrative for the second fight, in which Oscar De La Hoya wants to knock the hairpiece off of John Molina's head. We'll get to that later. George, should Toney be worried about getting into a situation where this fight could go to a decision?
I think so. Whenever you're punching, you've been landing the best punches, you should always concern yourself that the judges sometimes are counting all those little punches that don't hurt you. You got to be concerned.
You may have noticed between rounds, our punch stat numbers showed a much higher punch output for James Toney, but showed Griffin landing at a higher rate.
And sometimes you find yourself saying, this hurt this guy. I've hurt him again. And not understanding that the little punches count too. Toney could find himself in big trouble waiting around for a decision.
Crowd comes alive again. Griffin's blood on Toney's shoulder. James landing the hard overhand right. Trying to step up the damage in the latter stages of round 9.
Toney's right hand is going to the side of Griffin's head. And if he could just take it a little straighter, just a little straighter.
Griffin still fires at will with that left hook, George, as James Toney keeps his right hand down.
That's better. But you can even give me more than that. Huh? You can give me better than that, can't you? Well, give it to me.
No, you're in great shape. This motherfucker can't do nothing with you.
I got to have it.
Shoot yourself, baby. Don't shoot yourself. You hear me?
We're coming down the wire. This is our rounds. Come on. We need all of these. We need every round to come in.
I heard him at home now. You heard him again, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So go and take him on Bobby's pitch. Hey, let's keep that pressure on.
James, you got a chance. Step left and come back with a power left hook.
All right, let's go now. Keep that pressure on. Keep the pressure
cut
on.
off.
Right?
James Toney's punches landing at a lower rate tonight than was the case through his last 3 fights as a super middleweight. Maybe because he's concentrating more on power shots here.
He came out with a flicking right hand, which is what he should be doing a little bit more. So you got to give the judges something.
Toney largely dispensing with the jab. Montell Griffin using it more and more to try to keep James off of it.
Toney's got a small cut underneath his eye also. You got to be a little concerned about keep bumping heads like that.
Hard for me to tell the way they treated it in his quarter between rounds, whether that was his blood or Griffin's. Now Griffin assumes command again for a moment, or at least thinks he does.
He's got to understand that Griffin is not looking for any telltale signs that I hurt you. Everything he's doing is because, hey, I'm landing points.
I think Griffin's probably hoping to get through 3 more rounds and then waiting to hear what the judges have to say.
There's that left hook by Griffin.
Get him out of there. Come on, get him out.
Tony should keep his right hand up just a little more.
An aggressive Montell Griffin stepping forward in the middle of round 10. Toney seemingly a little unsure in this round, George, as to exactly what it is he wants to do.
That's right. He's done everything he's wanted to do previously. Now it's a matter of what am I going to do different? Whoa, did that hurt? That left hook by Toney. But Griffin recovers quickly.
Yeah, he's a well-conditioned fighter.
Those shots hurt.
These two fighters sparred with each other in Jackie Callan's gym after the Olympics in '92 when Jackie was interested in signing Montell Griffin to a contract. Spent a couple days there, sparred with Toney and said, I didn't like the way Toney's personality dominated that gym. I felt I should go elsewhere.
Good right hand by Toney.
And a hard left in return by Griffin.
Get him out. Let's go.
But it's like those bullfighters, once they stick you with that thing on the back of your neck, they want you to keep fighting back. Makes the punches more effective.
The fight to score. It will be fascinating to see what 3 Nevada judges have to say about this one. Remember that when last we looked, our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman, had Griffin leading in the bout.
You can believe that the doctors are going to step in and look at Griffin this round.
Because of the blood?
He's been hit with some tough shots.
He's tired. You got to listen, okay? Listen, okay? When you throw your punches, you walk around to your right. Don't stand right in front of him, okay?
He's tired.
Give me the top.
He's very tired. Keep that jab pumping, moving around and looking for your shot all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two more. Okay. All this guy.
I'll get my second win now.
Okay, all right.
He's trying to get some.
Yeah.
He's trying to get some air and fight in spurts. You understand? But you got to
keep moving the jab.
Yeah, jab. Keep that jab.
Harold Letterman, 10 rounds, your score.
Larry, a very close 6-4, 95-93, James Toney. I thought he did enough with hand speed to win rounds 8, 9, and 10. To take the lead in the championship rounds, I think he's turning it on a little, and I think the heavy arms of Montell Griffin are starting to show. The guy's just tired.
I have Toney ahead by a point now.
Oh, get that water quick.
They go into round 11. Second time past the 10th round for Montell Griffin. For James Toney, it's the 11th time in his career that he has fought more than 10 rounds.
And he's constantly throwing that right uppercut to the body. Griffin said in the corner that he's getting his 7th win together. That could be trouble for Toney.
Punch stat numbers through 10 rounds. Toney throwing 131 more punches than Griffin, but Griffin landing just as many as James. So he has the higher connect percentage, according to our punch stat computer operators.
Good right uppercut by Toney.
Your hands are free, guys. Your hands are free.
First time all night that he's countered a left jab with a right uppercut onto the head.
Toney with hard right hands to the body. 5 minutes of fighting time left.
Good right hand by Griffin.
Activity level picking up just a little bit now. Let's see how hard Toney tries to take this out of the hands of the judges in the last 4.5 minutes of the fight.
Oh, get him out. Break out clean. Sorry, bro. Okay, let's go. Break out clean. Step back.
George has a former 2-time world champion Will James Toney get the likely benefit of the doubt from the judges?
No doubt about it. The judges got to understand that Toney has a rhythm, he has a style, and when he's going forward, jabbing, that hey, he's doing what he want to do. The judges are going to respect this. He's been around long enough to know it, and they know exactly what he's doing.
Tony's left eye closing just a little bit. We've charted the damage on Montell Griffin's face from the beginning.
All right, break out, clean. Break out.
And now, after a pretty active first 2 minutes in round 11, they both look a little tired as they come down the stretch of the 11th.
Tony's looking for a knockout now. He no longer wants to body punch and trade. He wants a knockout.
What would be the best way to get it, George?
He's going to have to now kind of bring his left hook underneath and finish it with a right hand. Bring the man's head up to your right hand. Now he's throwing a jab, and he goes down, and he misses with the left jab. Left uppercut, right hand is what it's going to take. Not a left jab and right hand.
Montell Griffin clearly